Hi, my name is Zabiola, and I am the employee of Cherry Road Service India Private Limited. And this is my capstone project for DocuSign CLM implementation consultant. And this is the requirement of the project which I have followed. So this is the requirement, and I have created my workflow according to the guidelines. So let's get started. And this is my DocuSign account, and we need to go to the CLM. So I have to click on this option and click on CLM. To get kick started, we have to use the Salesforce account, and this is my Salesforce account. And we have to click on App Launcher and go to DocuSign App Launcher. And we have to go to opportunities. So here we can see there are two opportunities, and the first one is Burlington Textile Weaving Planet Generator, and the second one is Edge Emergency Generator. So for this project, I have used the Burlington Textile. So let's click on that. So here you can see that there are two options here. So the first one is related, and the second is the details. So let's click on details. So here you can find all the details, like the account name, the opportunity name, and all the details here. So we have to click on the create a contract button. So let's click on that. Okay, so once I have done that, it asked me to choose a template here. So I have a third party upload and a standard template. So for now, I'm using a standard template. So let's click on that. Okay, this is the form, the intake form. So here we have to fill the effective date and the department. And let's do that. So it gives all the information here: the customer name, street, city, state, country, postcode, and we have to select um, a department, and the like contact information. Everything is mentioned here, so we get all the information. So I'm working as the XYZ information. So this is my name and the signatory email address, the signatory title. So yes, so let's click on next. We have to click on next. Um, okay, so here it is asking me to preview the document before I go ahead and save. So right now, it seems okay for me. So let's click on save. And it's been saved. So let's refresh the page now before going ahead. Okay, so that we'll click on details, and we can see where is the what is the contract status. So it has gone to legal review. So we'll go and check on the what are on the legal review here. So let's go for the DocuSign. And under task, we'll find all the tasks. So let's find for the task for the legal team. So we can see that we have one task for the legal team. Let's open that. And I have also configured others in such a way that I get um, a email notification as in case that I'm not logged into the DocuSign. So here I'll get the information and the link, so I can click on the link and directly go to the task. So let's go back to the DocuSign. So here you can see that there's an information info button. So this gives the information about the uh, document, the name and the permission, the last modified, and all the details here. So you can also preview, or you can see in the PDF format. And there's an attribute here. So you can see the information for the CLM document details. So the contract information for it's been HR. Uh, so we've selected that. The customer name and city and the information here, the contact signatory names and the XYZ information, that is me. And this is the task where we have to select. The attributes are from the Salesforce, so it is fetching information from the Salesforce. And in the information, we can see the permission profile. So I have the edit option, so I can edit it. And also under downloads, we have options here. So under the downloads, we can download a file or download it as a PDF. And we have edit option here. We can um, upload a new version. So if there is any changes that we can, do changes to the document, and we can upload back using this. And we have open with a DocuSign edit. We can do that. This is an add-on feature. And we have delete, copy, and move. And also under send option, uh, we have copy, share link for signature, more signature action for external review, for more external review actions. And under more, we have check in and check out, and we have the history button. So those are the options. You know, and as far as the requirement, as per the requirement, the legal review, first, it needs to send the document um, to the internal review or the internal reviewing process. So I'll just go and select this drop down and select the option for send for internal review, and we can type it as command here. So let me put a comment saying please review. And under this, the drop down, we have the other options as well, to send it to external review, to send it to signature, or end workflow. So as per the requirement, we are using the send for internal review first. And let's click on complete. Okay, so um, we'll get this in the internal team. So as I said, I have earlier, I'll also get an email. Right. And before that, let's go to the Salesforce and let's refresh the page here. So we can see what is the uh, contact status now. And let's click on the details. Okay, now you can see that the contact status is under the internal review. So let's go back to the DocuSign and go to the internal team review. So this is the task, internal task. And let's see. So we have assigned with the one task for internal team. So let's open that. Okay, so this is the task that I've been assigned to as an internal reviewer. So you can see that we can select the option here. There's a people icon. If you click on that, we can select a user by user or by groups. There are groups. So for this, I'll select by user and select my name for now. Um, and we have to give a comment. So I'll just type it as view, review it. And we have all the information here as I've shown earlier, the name, the permission of edit, and all the details here. And all the information. So let's click on complete. Um, so as I have selected myself, it should come under a task for me. So let's go. Okay, it's completed. So let's go to the task. Let's refresh this and click under my task. So here is a task for me. So let's open that. So I have selected my name, so it has come for me under my task. So here we have the contract, and also I have received an email. Um, so the information here is also you can see the name, the I have still have the edit permission, the workflow, the file type, and the size, the preview. We can preview, or we can select as PDF, the attributes um, from the Salesforce. So the sign and date is blank, so we have to it's filled when we sign it. And the task here, and we also have the download option and the edit, the upload a new version. We can upload, edit the document and upload it, and all the information, delete, copy, move, and then they send, copy, share link for signature mode, signature for external review, and check in and check out history. uh, we have all this information here, all these options. So right now, it looks good for me as an internal reviewer. The document, I'm not gonna do any changes. Just go ahead and type it as complete or done. Completed, and click on complete. I've completed the task as an internal reviewer. Um, okay, so once this has been done, we will just go ahead and refresh the page now. So let's and yeah, once that has been done, um, as per the requirement, once the internal review has been completed by the required parties, the document should again be routed um, to the legal team, to the legal review. Um, that the requirement here. So as you can see, it's been it's again been routed back to the legal review. So uh, let's go ahead with the process. Let me open this, and also I have received an email again. Um, let's go back to the DocuSign. So here we have to select. Um, so previously we have selected the send for internal review, and right now we'll be selecting it as send for external review. So as a legal reviewer, so once this has been done, so let's select this. We'll send it to the external reviewer, and we'll put the comment as please review it, and click on complete. So for the external review, I'll know my access for the Gmail. For the external review, I'll get an email for the my Gmail here. So as an external reviewer, I have received an email. So let's open that, and here you can see there are two options. One is the reply to the email or review the document online. So let's go ahead and click on review online. Okay, how to complete? Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm viewing this document as an external reviewer, and I in this page I also get this option um, for the document to review. I can download this and make the necessary changes. Let me download it and make the necessary changes and upload it back. So let's do that. I have downloaded the document. Let me open it. So I'll just click on enable editing. Will do the minor editing so that we'll set. Let's put it as private private limited, and mark it in a different color so that uh, we'll get um, to know that we have made a changes. Okay, so once this has been done, let's save this and close it. And let's go back to the document and click on next. So once you click on next, you can select, it is asking me to select drop and drag and drop the document here. So we can do it like a drag and drop, or we can use the select file. So I'll just click on the select file, and and let me just select the document. Okay, I have selected the document here, and let me click on next. And here is the comment of where we can, let me put it as changes made, and click on finish.
As per the requirement, once the process is done by the external reviewer, it should again route it back to the legal. So let's check under the Salesforce. We will just check uh, what is the current state of the document. Let's refresh this once, and let's go to the details. So earlier it was in the internal review, then it went back to the legal. Now the legal again routed it back to the external, and here you can see it is under external review. Um, so let's go back to the DocuSign, and as we have, let's refresh this page as well. Okay, as we have completed the external review, it should be routed back to the legal review. So we have received, we have received the task to be completed by the legal team, and also we have received an email, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, we have also received an email stating the legal review required. So we'll go ahead with the process, and let me click on this. Okay, so the legal reviewer has routed the document for the internal reviewer review and the external review purpose. As we can see the changes made, uh, as we can see the changes made by the external reviewer is reflecting here as well. Um, and we have the information here, the name and all the details, and the attributes of the Salesforce. So it contains all the information, who's the signer, and all the details. So under the task, as we have completed under the internal review and the external review, now we'll send it to um, the signer, send it for signature, and we'll mention the comment as please sign it. Okay, I've mention the comment, please sign it, and then click on complete. Okay, once the legal reviewer sends it for signature, both the parties uh, will review the internal reviewer as well as the uh, XYZ card. So let's refresh and let's go to the Gmail. So let's refresh. Okay. So now we have received it. Let's click on it and click on review. Click on continue. So I'll just click on get started. So here, this is auto populated. So let's sign it as an external reviewer. So once the legal team sends, it sends it for both the internal and the external reviewer. So we'll be signing it as an external. So I've signed it, and I'll type a title as for and also we will get other options here, like finish later, print and sign, and decline, assign to someone else. We can assign it to someone else, and we can also decline to sign, help support, view the history, view the certificate, and the PDF form, and the session information. We will get all this information. So I've signed it and filled. So let me go ahead and click on finish as an external reviewer. I'll say no thanks. So once this has been completed, let's go to the internal and let's check. So I have also received um, a document to sign. So let me open this as well and sign it. So it will be completed by both the parties. And let me click on continue and click on start. Okay, so we can see this. I have signed it as external reviewer, so it is reflecting here. So now I'll sign it. Okay, so it has automatically taken by auto adopt. So here I'll put it a title. You can put it as CEO. So here also you can see the options. So finish later, print and sign, assign to someone else. You can also wide, uh, and you can even correct it, help support, and view the history, view certificate and a PDF form or the session information. We have all this information. So let's go ahead and complete the process. Let me click on finish. Okay. Okay, I'll click on no thanks. Okay, so as we know, we saw that both the parties have signed. We also can go ahead and check, quickly check in the Salesforce. What would be the, let me refresh, what would be the contract status now? Okay, let me click on details. And, okay, so it is showing us contract signed, as both the parties have signed and completed that. Okay. Okay, now let's see how an third party contract is generated, and how it is sent for sales approval and so on. We'll go and create a contract again, and this time I'll select a third party template. So the third party template. So instead of a standard template, let's get started, and I'll just click on create contract. And this time, instead of a standard template, we'll use the third party upload. Okay. And now we need to fill the required details. That would be the effective date. And we have all the information here. Um the customer name, street, and their address and the postal code. So right now we'll select the department. The department as let's select it as IT. You can select it. The contact information here. So the XYZ, that is my name and the email address. So here it is asking me to select or the form. So we need to select or drop a form here. For now, I'll just select a sample template. So let me select a sample template for third party contract. Okay, I think that has been added now. And let me click on the save. And okay, so now we have kick-started the third-party contract, third-party workflow. So let's go ahead and check and just refresh this page here and see what is the status of the document, and click on details. Scroll down. Okay, now you can see that it is under the sales manager approval. Okay, so we'll go back to DocuSign and we'll just refresh this page. So we should get a sales. Okay, so we have got an email as well here, and as well as a task for the sales team. So let me just go ahead and quickly open it. Okay, so in this page we have the info tab where we can see the information here. So this is a name that sample third party contract. We have added permissions and all the details, the file size and everything, and the attributes, all the information here. And under task we have a response. So let's go and check here what options we have. So we have a download file and a download as a PDF, and edit we can upload a new version, edit the document and upload it in a new version, and open with DocuSign, edit, delete, copy and move. And in send we have copy, share link, and for signature, for signature actions, more signature actions for external review and for external review. Under more we have check in and check out and history. Okay, so here what we'll do was I'll just go ahead and click on approve. So and once we have click on approve, now when it will Let me just go ahead and click on the comment, and we'll just type it as review it. Okay. Okay, as I'm approving it now, it should, as per the uh, workflow, it should go. It should be routed back to the legal account. Uh, so let me just click on complete, and instead of approve, if I just reject it, then it should end the workflow. So this has been completed. Let me go ahead and refresh the page. Yes, so now it has been routed back to the legal team, and we can see that there is a task for the legal review. So let me just open this. Okay, so the legal has an option again to go, send it to the internal reviewer or external review, or send it to the signature. As we have seen all this, we have seen the internal review, external review, and the signature. We'll go ahead and select the end workflow, and we'll put the comments. We'll mention the comments as completed, and let's see. Uh, so the task, the information here, the attributes, let's add the same. We have all the information fetched from the Salesforce. Let's click on completed now. Okay, so now the workflow has been ended, even for the third party contract. So let's go for the Salesforce and see what is the status. Let me refresh it and click on details and scroll down, and it is under legal review. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now we have seen um, the process of generating a standard template and completing this the signing ceremony, and also the same process that has been done with the third party template as well, right? So now let's move ahead, and let me click on admin. Okay, so under admin, there is a workflow. So under workflow, we have two options here. So the first one is the activity, and the second one is the configuration. So let's go ahead with the configuration first, and then we'll come back to the activity part. So under configuration, we have our workflow. So I've created a workflow here, the one known as Capstone Project CLM. So if you go ahead and see on the right, there's a new workflow option. So with this, you can create an advanced workflow or use a template. So let's get started. The workflow which I created. Let me just open this. And let me zoom in a bit. So here I have updated created the lanes. So the first lane that I've created, or I have created as the updating variables, and the second is the sales manager approval, and then there is a legal review and the internal review, and then there's a external review, and also the signature, and the last one is the updating signed variables. So let's get started from the beginning one by one. So the first step is the start. So the next it moves on for the um, variables. So let me just zoom in a little more. Okay. So it moves to the initializing the variables. So I've given the name as update variable value 1. So here we have initialized the variables. So here you can see that we have added the variables like effective date, customer name, street, city, state, and country, and postal code, department, and all the information here, and also the XY Z signatory name, title, and the email address, and all the details here. So once this has been completed, it moves for the next column here, next step, update info column. So here we have updated the column with the customer name. That's what it is doing here. And then it is the next step is the updating attributes. Here we have updated the attributes to params. So you can see that here in the attributes we have um, the effective date, customer name, street, city, and all the information here. And then once this step is done, we'll move to the update approver. So for the update approver, we have the approver, we have done it for the department approver. And once that has been approved, so here the next step is finding the SX form. So in this, we are just updating, storing the document, the variable here as the SX form. Okay, so that's what the step does, and the it moves to the next step. Here we are basically updating the email variable. So we are updating the email subject and the body of the email for all the parties, for the internal internal subject, internal body. This is the email uh, for internal sales approval, for external, for all the parties here. So that's what the step does, and then it moves on to the sales manager. Well, there is a created a rule. So here I've created a rule. If it is a standard contract, if you choose a standard contract, if it is yes or true, it goes to the legal review here, and if it is false or it declines, then or if we choose the third party, then it moves for this step here. So in this, it goes to the next step, and this here it updates the keyword as sales manager approval, and then once that has been done, it moves to the next step, and here it's updating the Salesforce contract stage as well, the contract status, um, and um, and then it moves to the next step. So once this has been approved, it is routed back to the legal for the legal review. If it is rejected, it ends the workflow here. Okay, and it is a standard template. It goes to the legal review. Here we have updated the description as legal review. And once that has been done, it goes to the next step. Here it updates uh, the stage, um the Salesforce stage to the legal review, and then it moves for the next step, for the choice step. Here, um, in the choice step, we have seen that the legal review team has many options. So we can select and send it to the internal review, or we can send it to the external review, or we can send it to the for the signature, or we can end the workflow. So this is the lines that that are there. And also the choice, it updates uh, the assigned to a user or a group here. So we have assigned it, and once this has been completed, the legal, it'll send it to the internal. So let's go with the internal. So once the legal sends the document to the internal, uh, the we have a step here, update document. So this updates a document with the keyword with the internal review. And then once the document has been updated as internal review, it moves to uh, the stage where uh, it is updating the Salesforce contract stage uh, over here as well. And once that's done, the next step is contract editor. Um, so here, this is a choose user, where we just select users or uh, group. So here, and then it moves to the edit document. Um, so here, either completed action is completed or rejected, it will route it back to the legal uh, review. So once the internal review process has been completed and routed back to the legal review, and from legal review, the legal review will send it to the external review. So here we have update document 4. So here it is updating the document as external review, and here we have uh, Salesforce contract stage being updated as well again, and then it moves to the send to external review. So in the external review, we have taken care of the the exception handling. We have completed uh, the document, uh, cancelled um, the expired and the cancelled in invalid recipient, cancelled manual override, completed without document, completed with document, or failure. And then once that has been done, it moves to update variable
value 5, and and once this has been routed, once the external review process has been completed and edited, it moves back again to the legal review choice step. This completes the external review, and once the document is in the legal review team again sends it for the signature. Um so here we have update document, and it is updated as the updated keyword as signature. And here we have the Salesforce uh, field updated. Now we have in, and then it moves, once that has been updated, it moves to the e-signature here, sign for signature 1. So once the signature is been completed, it moves to the next step here, or if it is failed, rejected, or cancelled, or a timeout, it uh, updates, it routes back to the um, legal review by updating the update variable for here. So once the document is signed, it comes here for the update the document, and it updated the keyword as signed, and it also updates the Salesforce here. Um and the next step is to include the sign date. So here, and the next stage also, we have updated the sign date attribute. So here is the attribute for sign date, which it captures the sign date, and once this has been completed, it ends the it finishes the process. So that's about the workflow. So let's go back to the admin, and let's go to the activity part. So here, let's go for um, the one which we have completed with the uh, standard document. Let's see. Let me zoom in a bit, and not sure. So this is the activity, which activity for the standard template we started. So you can see here, it goes here, so, and it goes to the standard template here, and checks for the, as it was a standard template, standard contract, it came here, and then it updated the Salesforce, and it went for the choice 1, and then for the internal review, and then once that has been done, action completed, it now routed back for the legal review, and the legal review sent it for the external, and then we have completed the external document, and we have completed with document. So it is showing with document, and once that has been edited and completed, so it routed back for the choice 1, that is for the legal review, and the legal review has sent it back again for the signature. Here you can see that, and it is coming for the signature here, and it's updating. It has updated the Salesforce, and for the signed, as we have signed, it has moved for the next step, and it has updated the Salesforce and the document, and updated the information and finished the contract here. And let's go back and check for the process where we have used the third party template. So let me zoom in. Okay, so this is the third party template which we have used. So here we have started the you know, the steps, and then it moved to the sixth form, and then when we reach to this form, we have used a third party template instead of a standard contract. So the last you saw that once we used the standard contract, it went as a true and went for the legal review. And once we instead of a standard contract, we have used a third party contract, so the criteria is false, so it is going for the sales manager approval stage here. So it moved for the approval stage here, and we have approved, and it went to the legal review. And the legal review um, chooses to finish the end the workflow. So the it goes to the end workflow and finishes the process. So that's about the third party here. So let's go back for the DocuSign here. Um, so let's go back to the activity here. So here we can select the filter. We can select it for 7 days or 14 days or max 30 days, or we can customize it for here. So let me just put it for the 7 days, and also you can choose the workflow or the workflow status here and apply. Okay, now let's go to the dashboard now. So here I'll just click on the dashboard option. So here you can customize, or you can personalize your dashboard, or you can modify it to anything you want. Here it's like a quick action on the the right hand side. So let me go ahead and add few. Let me click on the add on the right and click on the widget here. So we can add the widgets, or you can also uh, create a new workflow. So let me add the widget first. You have to just drag and drop. So let me do that, and I'll give this name as C, and I need to select a folder. So I'll select it as other folder, other sources for now, and select it, and we have to click on save. So once that has been done, it will reflect me for the Salesforce here, the other sources, and I can view all the folders which is under this. And similarly, we can also add a few more widgets. For an example, like recent documents which we have viewed, and let me also add one more uh, the reports. So we have to select a report. So let me select capstone report, an example. Okay, so this is the way that we will add the widgets in the dashboard. So it's an easy access in the dashboard. And also we can add a dashboard. Let us go and try to add a dashboard, and keep it as Zabi here. So you can personalize the dashboard, or if you want to share the dashboard. So I'll just keep it for personal dashboard, say that. And here I can add widgets again. Um, uh, See, let me choose the folder. This one, let me select this. In the similar way, we can add more widgets here on the personal tab, or the dashboard, personal dashboard. Okay, now let's go, once this is done, so let's go for the documents. I'll just click on the documents. So under documents, earlier we saw that the completed workflow process. We also want to know how the documents are completed, uh, right? Or let's know how the completed documents are stored in CLM. So for that, we need to go and admin, and there are all these folders and subfolders here. So we go to workflow, Salesforce, and training. So here under other sources, we'll find uh, the Salesforce accounts and the Burlington textile, which is the opportunity which we have used. And there's the Burlington textile, all the uh, information here. So here is the sample third-party contract template, and this is a standard template. So the status shows as signed. Under this, the data showing as signed. Let's go and check. So we can see all the edited, and we can see that the signed, the both the parties have been signed. And let's see the attributes. Now, right now, you can see that attribute field description is signed. Previously it was empty. This previously it was, the date was empty. Now it is capturing the signed date as well. So here, this is all about the documents, and this is the path, you know, and where so this is under other sources. This is the path where all the documents are stored. So this is the path. So let's go and check for the third party. And let's go for the attributes here, and then so we have done this. Let's see the task. So this is about the third party, and let's go to the next step, that is task. So I have created various task groups like legal, internal, and sales team. uh, as we saw that earlier, right? So whenever it's been routed to any particular team, it easily it is easier this way to have uh, um, the task created, so it directly comes under this group. And also created the my tasks, so you can view the tasks here. So that's about the tasks, and let's go for the next step, that is reporting. Let me click on reporting. Okay, so you can see all the in the reporting page. We can see the all the reports that I have created, and if you see on the right, there's a new report. Clicking on that, we have four options. The first one is document report, and the second is document activity report, and there's a workflow report, and there is a other reports which contains the user reports. So these are the various types of reports which you can generate. And here I've created two reports that I would like to talk about. First, I would like to talk about the capstone workflow report. um, so here you can modify it with the name, description, or modified, last modified. So it is under the last modified or created date. You can change it, so keep it as this. And by here, by clicking on this setting icon, gear icon, um, these are the things that you can customize the columns with. So let's open the first, the capstone workflow report. So under the capstone workflow report, we have um, all these various kinds of capstone, the documents, um, various kind of capstone projects. So you can see that the workflow name, the start date, current stage, currently assigned to, or the duration time of the current stage, and the expected expected completion date. Completion. And you can click on the view details here. This will give the configuration or the status of the report. And if you click on the actions button here, you have export. You can export it as CSV or XLSX, or that is the Excel. Or you can edit the report, or you can create a copy or delete a report. Okay, let's go ahead and click on edit for now. So this brings us to the edit report page here. So here right now it is not filtered to anything. So there is an option here for filter and access. So under filter, there's an active date. So for this drop down, here we have all this information here. So for now, let us keep this as all time and show workflow that all matches. So let's keep it as all. So Right now we have selected as currently assigned to and equals any, so we can select any other. So I have selected as equals any of and the current user. Instead of anyone, I have used the current user. And also we can add the filter, so I have done that. And status, and I've selected one that is executing. And we have to click on, after all these filters, you have to click on preview report. So you can see that we have the workflow name, start date, currently current stage, currently assigned, duration, time and current stage, and expected uh, completion time date. So you can also select this gear icon here and customize if you require any the columns if you require, or you can enable or disable any column from here. So right now I have selected this on this, and I have moved the rest. So let's click on apply. None. So once the editing has been done and it's finished, you have to click on save, or if you want to create another one, you can click save as and give a different name. And for now, we'll go back. And this time, let me select a different one. So I'll go ahead with the uh, document, capstone document report. Let me click on that. So it has brought us to this page where we can see that all the documents along with the description and created by and the department. So all the documents are listed. So it is all the information, it is like description, like example legal review created by, and it is like finance. And also you have an action button here. Once you click on that, you have a export option. You can export the document with a CSV file or an Excel file, XLS. And there's an edit option here again, and you can create a copy or delete. Okay, so that's it. And now let's go to the next step for the contacts. Uh, so right now, this is not showing because I have not configured any contacts. So that is showing us an empty. So we have the next as an admin. We have seen about the workflow here, and we'll just quickly review all the uh, here all this. So here we have document generation. We have under document generation, we have configuration, forms, and forms, liability, and settings. Under configurations, we have the configuration as capstone project. Let's quickly open this. So I have given the name here as the configuration name as capstone project. We have here configuration filters and templates. I have added this to templates, that is the third party template and a standard template, and launch this workflow, the capstone project CLM. I have selected as here. Would you like to access as no? um, where will you use the configuration? Now we have selected as in Salesforce, and the um, information here, and we'll click on save. So let's go for the forms. So we have the two forms here. One is the third party template and the standard template. Let's go for the standard template first. So we have configured all these fields. So this is a standard template. The contract name is standard, and we have configured all this, customer name, street, city, country, postal code, and for department we have left it as blank as we can fill it uh, once we select, and the all the information, the XYZ information, signatory names, title and email, opportunity IDs, or so this is the standard template form. So here we have the merge tags here. um, we have this, so we can see that the um, merge tags here for all the information here. So let's go back and review the third party this time. So in the third party, you can see there's form preview and the merge tag as well. So we also have fill all the details here, all the information same here, and the merge tags again here we have filled it. So let me just go ahead and close this. And we also, that's about the forms, and we have form libraries here, and there's a setting option. And let's go to the eForms next. Okay, so for the eForm, I have created one eForm. So let's go ahead and open that. And so let's go back and check. So the name I have given it as capstone email notification here, and this the submitted it as save to email settings. It is the May submit. Let us select as checked for the May submit and May update form document. We can use this create option here and create a new one, and we also have this edit option here, and we allow submission and the set submit folder here. And let me go ahead and open this. So in this eForm we have a legal review subject body that we have filled, uh, and this is the place that we have filled. And right now I'll just go ahead and close it. And there's a reminder, and we have not added any, so we'll go to the document and folders, and under that the attributes. So we have added uh, attributes here. So we have created a groups here. So we have created a various attributes here. So for example, like department, effective date, custom name, street, city, state, country, and so we have set this as a this as a one set, and this is the second one, and also the third one here. So if you want to add, we can add few more fields by clicking on the add field here. So right now I'll just cancel this, and I'll just cancel this and go back. So let's go to the users management. Under this we have having users. So under users, right now I have added only one, that is me, that is the permission profile as CLM admin. We also have groups. So we have compliance, HR, IT, and the legal here. So we have task groups as well. So this is the internal team, legal team, and the sales team. So let me just quickly open this and show you. There's a name, description, and you can just assign new users to this group by clicking on this assign here. So let me just go back. Okay, so let's go to the account settings here, and you have all this information here. So the account name, and we have allow users to provide product feedback, how their experiences are with the DocuSign. The language settings here we have selected as English US, and there's region settings. So and here we allow the users to select their own time zone or the region, and there's a storage here. There's a storage information here, and the document permissions allow CLM users to delete document, yes, and we have permission profiles allowed to download the documents, yes, and the PDF and the native, and we have workflow and task. Set the value to return to inbox flag for all users in the accounts. So that's the that's about the settings, the account settings here. So let's go to branding now. So in the branding, you can customize your logo and colors for the branding. So you can just upload a logo here by uploading the file. You can select or pick the colors here. Uh, you can have this preview button. You have an email preview as well. So you can give it as no branding or custom branding. So you can, this is basically you can customize your company logo. So then we have deployment. So under deployment, we have this feature where once we configure or create any um, workflow, doing the workflow build, you can just create a package, or you can create a copy of that, and you can deploy the same in your production environment. While moving to your production environment, um, you don't need to redo all this. You can simply create a package, save all your work here, and once you move to your production, you can just upload this package to your production environment. um, that will save a lot of work. So this is how we do the deployment. So under deployment, we have a name, the package name, created by whom, created by date, description. So this auto install package, this auto installs the package automatically, and there's a override existing object when installing packages. Yeah. So storing this value override any object with a similar name or settings. In what this button does, we have included all the include all account settings, include account branding performances, include account level customization of navigation tab, and so we so this will also be, um, can select this from the folders. Yes, you can select a folder here, where the package can be seen. So selected this, select select it as all access under users and save. So it will automatically save all access under, it will save all the subfolders. So here we'll go to the attribute groups. So here I'll just select contract information, that is the group I'm using, and this we have groups. We'll select all the groups. So I'll select all this. Under forms, we have capstone email notification, email settings, um, and we have we have and we'll select the smart rules here, and reports, and capstone. Under this we have capstone document reports and capstone workflow. So I'll just select this workflow. Under workflow, I'll just select it as capstone CLM projects. Under task group, so I'll just select all under this. Under so under the reminder templates, nothing. So under document generation, we have capstone project. So I'll select that, the capstone project. So under delegate permissions, nothing. So that's done. So let me go ahead and click on save. So once I do that, so I'll once that has been done, I have received an email saying configuration package is ready. I can click on the view package, or you can simply go to DocuSign here, documents. It will be saved under the default place here under all access.
So this is the package that we can deploy to our production. So you can also click on this down arrow and you can download the package. You can check in or check out. You can see the history, send it to send it via email, or share it a link, cut, copy, or delete it. So let's go to uh, the admin page. You can click on this uh, button here, and you can click on admin. Okay, so we are in the admin page. So here we have to go to users. So under this account users, you will find all the list of users. So right now I have only my name. I have not added. If you have a bunch of or a list of users, it will be listed here. And if you go back, you can also add a user using this. For now, you can just fill in the names and the details here, and you can add the user. And let's go to groups, and I have created for you groups here. Um, so you can edit this group, and or you can just add one more group if you would like. And for me, I'll just go ahead and show you. You have to click on actions and click on edit to edit it, and from here you can assign users under this account. So you can click on this button here, assign user, and if you have users here, it will reflect here. So right now, as I said, I am only the user in this account, so it is not showing up. So you can just select it and add user, and it will add a user under this group. So let's go back to the CLM. So I think I have pretty much covered all the topic. Please let me know if I have missed any. So this is my capstone project for CLM. Thank you very much.